Hello folks, Bubba the Jewish Redneck Prepper back here with you with another episode of Ghost Towns and Defunct Railroads. Here we got another old railroad town. I'm not sure where the railroad tracks used to run down through here, but we're in the downtown part of the business district, ghost town of Kite, Georgia. Kite, Georgia is not a complete ghost town. It still has a few businesses running here. Like out here on the major highway out here. But what I wanted to cover with you is this downtown area. It's about as dead as a doornail. I've been coming through this town most of the part of my life. It's still residential, more like a retirement community and everything. But I just wanted to show you the downtown area of Kite, Georgia. And now we're heading to the ghost town of Norristown. But I just wanted to show you here about how all this area mainly used to be a bustling little old town here. You have a little gas station here in the corner. I think the last thing that was in here might have been like an antique store. An old store that's closed down there. And down around past these two houses here is the old Masonic Lodge where somebody is taken out and made into like a, you can tell this is no gas station. This is like what they used to have in a lot of towns, old corner gas stations, garages. See an old trunk here. And downtown here, we got the old school desk. Floor, this old store. A cool cigarette advertisement. Standard oil products here. The downtown area here. And you can see mostly old junk left on side streets, and whoever ever had this. This the only thing in there that was named Kite Antiques that was in this old store here. You look through the window, you can see an old antique typewriter, Underwood. It's still got a lot of. This old antique store is still full of antiques. Still got a lot of antiques in it. That's interesting. We got some old worker line wood chairs, old desk. So like this could have been like an old food store room at one point in time. Got yeah, this was probably like a food store one time. Could have been like a AMP or. Let's see, as we're going down across this road, we still see here's another old service station that's closed down right here. This says is the north end of Railroad Street. So that looks like maybe right down through there. Says on Railroad Street. That's probably where the railroad ran down through here in this old railroad town. Got a corner side of this old building. Let's see down through here, because usually there's a lot of stuff that's hiding in the bushes. See if there's anything down here. This old ghost town here. Yeah, you could tell that this was a back store back here originally. Had a back side of the store probably, which was originally part of the meat part. It could have been like an old garage or something. Here. This is old Railroad Street here. So I've always been fascinated with this old town. Right across. Yeah, I thought that's what that was. That's the old Pineland Telephone Company. That's the old telephone. There's a kind of daily lunch buffet right up across the street. Used to be an old convenience store. Everything. Walk down through here. Old gas station again. Down through here is an old diner take in. It's still a busy little old town though. buffet diner. Like somebody tried to have a old barbecue pit. Yeah, one time. Check it out, look. See the pig? Yep. Like to try to run a barbecue stand here one time. Don't have a pit. Must have cooked it somewhere else and brought it out here. Yeah, I know at one point in time, used to be more to that beautiful old house back there. Like I said, there's somebody got a little kind of like a flea market and stuff. There's some more old abandoned buildings down here. Let's see, get all down through here. You could tell at one point in time this was a very busy little town. Long time ago. This looks like a store, and we got J.M. Johnson here on this old store. And don't you like this old towel pattern here? Somebody left some sewing thread, sewing kits on the floor. But now, you tell this is a big old store at one time. It's like a lot of people's family that own this store. It's got all their junk crammed in it. But the back side of that store looks like the windows and doors have been busted out of it. In the back there. Folks, I enjoy doing this. This is doing old stuff like this. This could have been looking like a lot of these buildings back in the 80s were still standing. Look at these old storefronts. You could tell this is an old railroad town. You can tell that store I just came from used to have canopies over it. All of them down through here did. Can you imagine? Like, look at this brick laid tile foundation for the walkway here. You can tell this old building, a roof fell in a long time ago. All that's standing is this front wall. Everything. Again, same way with this on this side. This old building here. There, you can tell definitely this is three-quarter ghost town. Residents live here, but that's about all there is to it. There's still a couple of churches here. See how this building, you can't even see to the back of it. Still got the front, top of the front looks like it's about to crack in. These old storefront buildings here probably hadn't seen business in 50, 60 years, at least. You see how old it is with all the growth in it. Old mimosa bushes growing in there, silk mimosa bushes. And that's a wild edible that I plan on doing. That's herbal and still some of the roof beams here. Everything, all the vines. That's poison oak growing out of there. Oh, mercy. I love this, don't you? Oh, can't get enough of it. I love history. You always hear about, when you hear about ghost towns, you always think about tumbling weeds and deserts and stuff like that. Folks, there's ghost towns here in the colonies like Georgia and South Carolina, North Carolina, all the original 13 colonies. You got ghost towns around here that were ghost towns before even a lot of out west were even states. You had towns here that were dead. Now here we have Historic City Hall. Now, the people of this ghost town here don't think too much of their downtown area, other than their old jail, because this is City Hall right here. A kite. It says former site of old jail. It says constituted in 1891. And it's old Historic City Hall in Kite, Georgia. And other than that, there ain't much. And here's a monument here stating, all gave some and some gave all. Confederate flag and American flag. It's in honor of the brave men and women of the Kite community who served in the armed forces. Ain't that neat? Well, what I'm fixing to do is I'm fixing to go up here and take it down what is the railroad street of this town. I mean, this is a large ghost town, semi-ghost town, I'm sorry. Because most true ghost towns, no matter where they're located, what state, what country, what county, around the world, a true ghost town is something that is dead. There's no life to it whatsoever. People, for various reasons, left these towns and left them vacant. I mean, you got ancient ghost towns in countries like Greece, Italy, Middle Eastern countries, and the continent of Africa. You got ghost towns around the world that are much older than what I'm doing here in the United States. Folks, if you love this, please let me know. Because I do know there are some folks out there that enjoy this. And you see this truck here? Here we got some another smaller storefront. Try to get a better shot here. We got more old buildings here. We got this chained off that you could tell right here. Used to be a store right there in the roof. And from the looks at it, looks like somebody, could have been a fire here, because you can see there's a lot of burned areas back there. All the back walls broken down. And they just built this brand new store across the front. So if you look over there, you can tell that old building was years back. Let's see if this whole thing here has anything to offer. It's looks like it could have been a restaurant at one time on the inside, because a lot of this glass, when I try to look in them, has a glare. See if we can get another shot in here. I want to see my ugly face. Let's see if we can show anything in there. We're going down here. And you can see that this old one down there. Apparently somebody around here still loves and cares about this old town. Tie some money in it and try to restore these old buildings, and I really appreciate people like that. You could tell they've done some work on that building. Now here's the Kite City Hall and Volunteer Fire Department, and going down here to this lighter part. There's the post office. As you can tell, the post office is still in business. Now, I don't know where the old school is here, but got an old warehouse here. Now, I don't know what they might have sold here. It looked like it could have been probably a lumber, warehouse like. And right here, we're on the corner of Railroad Street here, okay, and College Street. Now, College Street usually indicates where the old school was. College is another name for school. But here, joining these two things, could have been a hardware store. But right here, this could have been old mercantile. But whatever it is, they sold gas here. Folks, what do you think about that old gas pump there? Ain't that neat? Look at that old car sitting here. Man, folks, no telling how you find old antiques around these places. See the old scales? Look at that old jukebox, rock on. It's got to be at least from the 50s and 60s. Wow. There's no telling what kind of old antiques in there. It says Sinclair HC gasoline. They probably sold this probably was a Sinclair gas only. Wow. Well, you don't see that much anymore, Sinclair gases and everything. It says right here, Wurlitzer phonograph, music. You can barely make it out. But ain't that cool? They sold right here in this store, they sold phonographs. And oh mercy, there's a bunch of jukeboxes in there, folks. Bunch of jukeboxes. There's one right there in front of you, you can see it, and another one over there. Last thing looks like in there could have been like a repair shop. There's an old building over there, and I'm telling what that originally was. It looks kind of like old house falling in. And College Street usually indicates where there's old school, but I can't see nothing from here. So what we're going to do is go back over here, get into trouble with my wife and family. We're going to go down College Street and see if we could find the old college. And see, folks, this is downtown of where I originally was and walked at. What we're going to do is try to see if we can find those. Folks, I don't know about you watching this, but I'm sure having myself a ball. I love this old town and other towns like it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down College Street and we'll end up this video here. Alright, Mama, let's go down College Street over here.
Yeah.
And get on College Street over here, see if we can find the old school here. Whew. We're right out here in the that apartment, College Street, right across here where that burnt house is. Well, falling down house, it ain't really burnt. But Mama, that place right over there is those phonographs and kind of stuff. Originally was the Sinclair gas. Folks, look at all that downtown area. Some folks are still trying to fix up this old town.
I bet you I know about the two pickers that got out up north of Gunson.
Is that old school bus out there at the end of the street? Well, who knows? See all these old houses, folks, down around here in this town? A lot of old houses, but there's still folks living here in these houses, a lot of areas. That's Church Street. We're looking for a little schoolhouse down through here. I mean, that old school could be anywhere. There's a bunch of woods down here. There's an old house there that ain't nobody living in no more, falling in. You can tell this is Kite, Georgia. There's Church of God. I know somebody that attends that place, or used to. There's no telling where the old school used to be at down here. It could have been done torn down, but there's an old school bus right there. Something back up in them woods. Well, folks, I don't see the schoolhouse. It's another old torn down house. So, folks, we ending this video. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it for you. And until the next time, I'm going to say shalom and enjoy the journey. If you like this video, subscribe to the Jewish Redneck Prepper YouTube channel. Goodbye.